Damn, he's a 40-year-old.
They ain't gonna claim it just yet. I'm waiting for this 10th for it. Really.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out 37.
Yo. All right, we here. Y'all see him. Mr. BigLoHipHop himself. What we got? Before we start. Well, typically when I start, I tell you guys to go check out BigLoHipHop. But I think I'm gonna let him do it since he's actually here.
I gotta plug myself.
So you gotta plug yourself right now.
Yeah, go check out BigLoHipHop.com, or you can just follow me at BigLoHipHop on everything. It's the same across all social media at BigLoHipHop or BigLoHipHop TV on this here YouTube thing.
Right. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Also, check out my man Backpack Beatz. You know what I'm saying? He got his joint. I think he dropped, matter of fact, yesterday, he dropped the No More Free Beats little mix that he do. So if you can stand an hour of me running my mouth with random people, then you can stand an hour of him playing dope ass hip hop. So yeah, do that.
He's one of the most talented human beings I know.
Who that?
Backpack.
Yo, yeah. Like man's, he gonna blow. Like he gonna be in a position where we gonna be like, yo, I know him or I knew him, because he gonna.
I forgot what album it was. The first time I met him, he had me on when he was working at FAMU.
All right.
At 89.7.
Okay, yeah, that was about 2015, 2016.
Yeah, I forgot even what album it was, but that's the first time I met him, when he was up there running the show up there. Which, shout out to FAMU. FAMU 89.7 is the first station that ever played my music ever. Word.
Yeah,
man. And it's, big ups to FAMU. They got a football program right now.
Yeah. That's like Willie Simmons, man. He's doing his thing. So yeah, I'm looking for them to repeat as Black college champions.
Yes.
All right. Before we get into the recording of the podcast, and I'm doing this now because if I do it in the podcast, it ain't gonna make no sense. So if you're watching live or if you're watching Thursday today, we got a Trio 5 Media presents another night of hip hop at the Bark. Not yours truly, not me. I asked that guy who was supposed to host, but
why aren't you hosting?
I'm getting old. I can't walk. So we got Big Lo.
You could put a chair on stage and host.
I thought about that, but I didn't want to do the Biggie. They didn't want to C's cripple me. So I was like, yo, you got a long T and a long. Whoa,
I know.
Yo, that's a Big Lo. Haven't seen in a minute.
That's the era.
Oh,
Mon's in that video.
Yo,
that was at what's the name of that book? Amin Ra.
Yeah.
That was at Amin Ra over off of Gain Street. That was an era. That was 2006 and 7. Oh yeah, man, there's Terrence.
Yeah, they go 7. They go
Israel.
Yo, that's wild. All right,
look how big our t-shirts is. We look fucking ridiculous, bro.
I still like that t-shirt. I don't give a fuck. I still fuck with long tees. Fuck y'all.
No, you don't. You're not wearing a long tee now.
I'll get into that. So I got Big Lo. What? C. Shreve. Sorry, bro. See you tonight. Apologize.
Good dude. Super live. He played receiver at Virginia Tech under Michael Vick and Marcus Vick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like a year older than me.
So gonna be dumb tall?
Nah, he's like 6'1", 6'2".
That's still dumb tall to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tarif Knockout and Artist in Peace. So Thursday at the Bar, 5 p.m., 507 All Saints Street. So if you're watching live, if not, yeah.
Oh, shout out to my man Promise here in the live stream. That's the homie right there. He's up in
North
Carolina. Yeah.
Promise, yeah.
He filmed this good music video that you see going on in the background.
I want to say, did I follow him? I think I followed him on YouTube.
Oh, word.
I think you gave him. Did you give him a shot at the same time you gave me a shout out?
Yeah, I did.
I followed him.
And then he just had me up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for a show there, and got me on a podcast up there and everything. Real good dude.
Dope. All right, so we're gonna get into the recording, so we ain't here all night because this man got a show to do. Oh man, woo, fucking ball.
Oh man, I'm old too. I'll sit on the couch and perform right here on YouTube Live. Everybody else be at the Bark. I'm right here.
They ain't monetized yet. YouTube. Anyway, we're gonna go this season of the podcast. This is all good content. This could be.
Yeah, we're wasting content.
Wasting podcast content.
I want to know who the lurkers in the chat are who ain't saying nothing to other.
And we are back. And Big Lo is
That's
yo, this is the Enigma Sept Hour. And got my man Big Lo in the building.
Hello, I am Big Lo and I am in the building.
And what you just heard was Eterniti with Pandora's Box.
That's the homie.
You know what I mean? Alabama. If you check the video, kind of got a little sexy vibe to it. So.
Oh, super sexy. Hey, shout out to King Hale. That's our host of Bars Over Bullshit back home. She has her first video vixen cameo in that video.
Oh, she in there?
Yeah, she's in there. Uh-oh.
Yeah. King Hale, it was an eyeful, the whole video.
Oh, it's beautiful. beautiful people in that video.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Shouts out to Eterniti, man. I ain't seen man in a minute. You can holler at me, bro. What's good? Anyway, we got my man Big Lo, straight from the 850.
Yes.
Pensacola.
I guess now Pensacola, yeah. I've been there 10 years now. A little over 10 years.
You was here before then? Or?
Yeah.
And after that, then before then you was in Miami.
Yeah, I was in South Florida, and then I was in Tallahassee, and then I was in Pensacola, and I was back in Tallahassee, and I'm back in Pensacola. So I did a 2-year stint in Pensacola for my junior and senior year of college, and then I graduated, and Hurricane Ivan hit and destroyed everything I owned.
Right.
And then ended up back here, and that's when I met all you guys.
Right.
Over at V89, and I don't know why I was talking about backpack on 89.7 and 90.5.
I was going with the flow.
Yeah, you were supposed to correct me.
And that's my automata.
Yeah, man. Look at
you.
Jesus. Terrible alumnus.
Because they ain't hired me. No, I can't tell that lie. I ain't gonna tell that lie. I ain't turning in my tape box. That's what happened. I ain't turning my what's the joint? You had to do like a tape to get on.
Oh, really?
I didn't complete it because it wasn't as easy as recording on Odyssey. You had to actually have like it was almost like a word processor for audio processing.
Yeah. And
you had to like measure it, and it was too much. And I'm like, in newspaper journalism, not broadcast.
You're broadcasting now. With us sitting here holding these bites, I feel like I'm hosting a sporting event. Like we're at the U.S. Open or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my Joe Button on and finally actually get the mic holders. I actually have mic holders. Pause. I actually have mic holders, but apparently they don't match the bass. Pause. So it was kind of like, I guess we'll just do the whole mic holding thing until I get my funds up. You guys can cash out me money if you like. I'm not afraid of you passing me the dough.
Yeah, but please, both of us, we have children.
More so. So speaking of, before we, it's to those on YouTube, you can see, you know what I'm saying, I got the Big Lo. I'm not representing well because I'm fat as hell, and these shirts are too small for me because I'm fat. We got the Rappers Ruin Everything shirt, you know what I mean? And then also on the flip, got the Not All Rappers, not a hashtag, we can say it's an asterisk.
Is that how you point it out?
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
And I also had the cap. What happened to them? But anyway, if you watch any of my YouTube joints, I'm typically rocking the cap, if not the FSU cap.
Oh, shout out to my man Clue Slims in the building too, man. That's another homie. Yeah, he's originally from Baton Rouge. He stay in Pensacola now. He gonna be performing at bars on Saturday. That's
yes, indeed.
So dope.
Yes, indeed.
We see you in the chat, my man.
Word. I'm trying to tell y'all, those listening to the podcast, come to the YouTube, get into the chat when we go live. So you can be included. Get shouted out. It's just that simple.
Look, he even did the rock and roll hand. Yeah, buddy. I know, man.
Party time, Wayne's World. Exactly.
This is a lot more comfortable than when I was riding around DC with Erica trying to do it over the phone.
Oh, the podcast. Oh, yeah, yo, that was a mess. That was a whole mess. So yeah, this is the first time Big Lo is in house.
Yeah,
I wasn't even doing in-house interviews then. I was doing it the old school way like I used to do.
Yeah,
as far as over the phone. Then like you didn't have the number, so I remember like rambling for like 15 minutes, thinking like I lost the guest.
He said he don't recommend YouTube chat and driving. Yeah, man, y'all don't text and drive. If you do text and drive, be safe and don't get caught.
Word. Or yeah, just pull over. You can yeah. Don't listen to now would count.
I say.
And also the live will be posted on my YouTube page, so you can always revisit and leave a comment. Smash that subscribe button. All of that. I've got to do all that before. Anyway, let's get to the hip hop news. Speaking of my man Eterniti, or our man Eterniti, so you know more than I do.
Yeah, man.
Once
taking ownership over all my friends now. Golly.
Libra swag.
Yeah,
September Libra swag.
October Libras.
Yo, yeah, I talked to my cousin Raven October. I was like, I got Big Lo coming through. You know what I'm saying? October Libras. I know how y'all do. Moody asses.
Wait, hold on. I think all of it, whatever.
Y'all moody, bro. I tell people, I was like, one of the difference between October Libras and September Libras, look at T.I. versus Eminem. That's it.
Which one is Eminem?
Eminem, October Libra.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's an October Libra as well.
He's a September Libra.
Oh, really?
We got the same birthday.
Oh, man.
So that's why I know. In September Libras, we got the sociable part. Y'all got the moody part. It's cool, though. Y'all got Snoop.
Yeah, we do.
But then Snoop did kind of prove to be moody last week, so.
Look, man. Yeah, Snoop. Yeah. You know what? Snoop handled that the wrong way.
Yeah.
He definitely handled that the wrong way. But Gayle was way out of pocket.
Yeah.
And you saw how uncomfortable Lisa was with the question as well.
Right.
And it's like, man, the dude, when the question was asked, the dude wasn't even in the ground yet. Like,
yeah, that was
like, how that's disrespectful to Vanessa, the daughters that are still alive. Like, she was way out of pocket.
That was all my take, bro. It's just like people who are upset about people being upset at Gayle was like you said, the man ain't in the ground yet. Now, speaking of, he is. I know we sound crazy, but they did have a barrier for him and Gigi.
Gigi, yeah.
I think yesterday or a couple of days ago. So now, Gayle, you can ask your little question. At least in the ground. But speaking of, also, Snoop came out and said that he apologized. His mama got on his case.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody gets. I know I'll be in the moment, so I'm probably.
October Libras.
Yeah, I probably pulled quite a few Snoops in my life.
Right. Fuck your head, bitch. Like, God damn, dog.
Yeah, so, but I will say this, man, and you're a father to a little girl, and I'm a father to a little girl, and, you know, or just a father to any kind of child out there, and you always think that you'll be able to protect your child no matter what. And that's it. You know, I'm going to start crying, and I don't want to get, like, super emotional on your podcast, but that's the first thing that hit me. One is, you know, I was a huge Kobe fan as it was, so that hit me. And then the news came out that his daughter was with him, and all I could think about was like me being in a car with Symphony or something with my daughter and not being able to protect her that one last time.
Exactly.
And then the feeling that my wife is going to feel, and the family and everything. Like, there's just so many, such a range of emotions that hit so hard about that death that, you know, it was a tough one, man. So, you know, peace to Vanessa. I hope she finds peace, and, you know, my thoughts and prayers. I hate saying that, but they truly are with the whole Bryant family right now. Yeah.
And that's what like, those are my thoughts exactly, bro. Like, I think when they said he passed, I wasn't really like tripping. I mean, after Kurt Cobain and Biggie, like, my kind of shock value with celebrity deaths kind of just went out the window. But when they said, like, his daughter, and then especially Gigi, because, you know, they had the meeting.
Yeah.
So that was just fresh in my head. And like you said, just thinking about my daughter and the ideal of, you know, your whole thing is protecting.
Yeah.
So to be in a situation where you can't, even if it's for a split second, to be in a situation where you can't, like, that's gut wrenching, bro. But again, I'm gonna repeat for the third time this past 3 weeks. I want to spend all my time talking about Kobe Bryant. And I've done it 3 times in a row.
It's tough. That's where you know it was an impact.
Yeah, definitely an impact. Definitely. And also, too, like, again, Raven October, like, his son is named Kobe after Kobe Bryant.
Oh, wow.
And Felicia, her dog, is named Kobe after Kobe Bryant. So I got it around. I got it.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, man. R.I.P. They're gonna, again. I think I announced last episode. They're gonna have a memorial on the 24th of this month. So yeah, man. Y'all just show love. Gayle is back on CBS. Apparently she's fine now. So yeah, man. That's what we got.
Just the whole thing, man. You just got to make sure you embrace every moment with your loved ones. You know, hug and kiss your loved ones. Don't be too tough to tell them you love them, and be there as much as you can.
Exactly. Because you never know. So you gotta get that time in. I want to start with this, but we went to the Kobe joint. But actually, I want to talk about the Kobe joint anyway. So, and the Snoop Dogg joint. So it worked out perfectly. First we talk about Eterniti. He dropped the album, the Experience, Triple X Experience album, February 2nd. It's available on Bandcamp, and also MrEverlasting.com. So that's spelled MrEverlasting.com. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Spoke about Backpack. He dropped the instrumental to Before I Leave, which is also too is available on Bandcamp, and I'm gonna check out those beats. Do nothing with them. Just like rapping used to rap. And then my man's Elijah Kenny dropped the album on the 7th, February 7th. That's on all streaming apps, called On My Way To, and that's TOO. So those are 3 albums we got. So y'all make sure to check those out. And then to finish out the local crap.
Local crap. First of all,
hey,
Eterniti's all the way in Mobile, Alabama. That's almost a solid 3.5 hours from here, bro.
That's still local. That's still local.
They got a whole different area code. It's 251.
Well, it's not local, independent. How about that?
That sounds a little bit.
Yes, the indie.
Yeah,
I want to get more in my indie bag. I think I've been too focused too much on mainstream shit. I'm just like,
it happens.
Let me get back to really giving y'all what's going on.
I was listening to Drake on the way over here in my feelings. So
which album?
I was listening to Care. So
Take Care.
Yeah.
Boo. Whatever. Boo this man.
Boo.
Nah. My favorite joint. If you're reading this, came out today 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. The pre-McKenzie days for real though.
People give Drake a hard time whether he has songwriters and stuff like that. And we were talking about Ross earlier as well.
Right.
Man, just people make look at A to the L in the chat. Yeah, we got mics now, bro.
Oh shit. And we got GoPros. Motherfucker. How about that?
Oh shit, I forgot to turn on my GoPro.
What?
I'm tripping.
And we got GoPros. Yeah, we fancy in here. My man made a whole profile. HDL didn't have on YouTube. What in the world? But yeah, I guess I can make that announcement. I wasn't gonna talk about it. But yeah,
so shout out to DJ A to the L. That's my brother right there.
Yeah.
He'll be on the wheels tonight.
He saved my life. And actually, I wanted to buy ATL. I'm gonna get on y'all. How about this? I'm gonna get on both of y'all. That's your man's. Both of y'all getting clapped up.
What happened? What did I do?
Yo, so I brought the shirt. Being supportive, it's a 3X.
Okay.
I need the 4X or a 5X.
I don't have a 4X or a 5X.
I know, so I'm looking.
It's a motivation.
I'm looking medium right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, I gotta drop 50 pounds. So I was like, all right, supported Big Lo, boom, boom, boom. Go with my man A to the L, get his joints, and so it's 3X. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this again.
Oh, hey, Felicia. What up?
Fee. So, yeah, man, yeah. Well, either A, y'all gotta go get some 4Xs, or B, I need to hit up DJ Kenny and hit up Janine like Tarif Knockout.
Oh, look at Tarif's in here. Let me give a big shout out to Tarif. He's one of my favorite artists in the state of Florida, period. Yeah. I've told him this personally a lot of times, but I'm so happy because he just put out the Mellow video, and that's my favorite song off that project. That's the intro song of that project, Local Rapper, and that made me so happy. Look, Tariq talking about he got you a 4X Local Rapper shirt, but he still ain't got me no Local Rapper fucking hoodie. Fuck you.
Bring it to the show, bro. I got you. Bring it to the show.
What up, Artisan P?
Hey, y'all gotta.
That's the man, right?
I got heart at Janine had go with. Oh dang, what's the? I'm feeling bad. I gotta do the promo. Hit Factory. Hit. What is it? Hit something.
Hold on.
Y'all tell me what is Janine's gym so I can give us some free promo on the podcast because clearly everybody's gonna be listening, tuning into the Big Lo episode. Hit Center. I think it's Hit Center. HIIT. So you in Tallahassee or you come to Tallahassee.
Hit Center.
The Hit Center. Make sure you hit it up. Mm-hmm. Get that fat out for you. You know what I mean? It's after Valentine's Day. By the time you hear this, it's gonna be after Valentine's Day. Get that chocolate out for you. She's gonna get you right. She getting Tarif right. He trying to get sexy for whatever reason. Pause. His beard gonna look too big after a while. He's gonna be looking like what's your man's? Looking like Black Thought after a while.
They must got a little bit of delay. I've been talking shit.
Yeah, he been y'all late.
Tarif.
Was it good luck with that this show tonight? Yo, shouts out to Clue Slim, bro.
Yo, party time. I appreciate you, Clue
Excellent. Slim. Wayne's World.
Yeah, there go Felicia on time.
Yeah, it's a definitely delay because But yo, let's get back to it. So yeah, Drake dropped the junk 5 years ago. I do look at it like I want to say that's his classic. I think people try to. I don't take classics that lightly.
Yeah,
but if you want to do the whole, if an artist has a classic or if an artist have that premiere album, for me, it's between If You're Reading This and Nothing Was the Same. Mm-hmm. To me, it's those two albums. But I think If You're Reading This, like it has an asterisk because of the whole Quentin Miller shit, which I get, but yeah, man, it is what it is. So I love that joint though. I ain't gonna front. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the haters. I mean, I love that little mixtape.
Good music is good music. You know what's kind of funny? Speaking of like just good music and bad music. So Nas put out the Lost Tapes too.
Right.
And we love Nas, but it was disappointing, correct?
Yeah.
And
I couldn't even give him no bill.
And it's kind of funny, and I know it probably wasn't planned that way. Most of the stuff that we heard in Care Package was like stuff that you had already heard, like on mixtapes or remixes and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think it's kind of crazy that like a week after Nas dropped Lost Tapes, and everybody's like, "Yo, this is kind of trash." Drake puts out Care Package.
Everybody's like, "This shit jamming."
Yeah.
They were like, "Wait, Drake over Nas?"
Yeah.
In what universe? But
yeah, crazy stuff, man.
Nah, it was Take Care. I remember listening to the Care Package joint driving to Orlando. I was with Fee. We just jamming to it. It was dope.
Yeah, it's a good project.
A lot of shit I didn't because I ain't really been. I wasn't an internet digger. Pause. Internet nigger. I wasn't an internet digger. Like I want to type like anytime I would get on
comment on these
right.
Tell y'all the Larry David of hip hop. That's me.
Yeah, I gotta clean it up. I'm having two white guests back to back. What is becoming of the Enigma Sept Hour? I'm on a pro-black podcast.
And it's February.
Right, in February, I got two white artists. Shout out to Dakota Rollins. It'll be next week.
I'm only half white. If that helps your credit anybody.
You're like a third. I've seen that episode. We're gonna get into that, but you got the what's Mexican?
No, I'm Cuban.
No, it's Spanish.
Yeah, Cuban and Slavic.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, man.
I watch this stuff every now and then.
I appreciate it, man.
I might be a supporter. I ain't gonna say a fan because you know what I'm saying. I'm like, you my bro.
No, I appreciate that. You know what, man? I'm a fan of yours. And that's something, this new generation, why are people scared to admit they're fans of something?
Because fan is short for fanatic and it seems like you're crazy. Like my admiration for you is logical.
Okay. Like, you're not like at my door, like,
right?
Like,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, nah, I support my man's like straight up because you doing good shit. They ain't even like on no. I'm like, nah.
No, I get that. But still, like, and I guess I don't take it as literal as being a fanatic, but I don't mind saying, like, hey, I'm a Rick Ross fan, or hey, I'm a Wu-Tang fan.
Right.
I mean, I'm not like stalking the RZA, like I don't really care about him like that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like in hip hop in general, like people are too cool for school.
Yeah.
Especially other artists. It's like artists are scared to
like
say
straight, but you know what I'm saying. I guess because hip hop got the competition aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, somewhat like with R&B artists too. But yeah, they throw shade.
Oh, yeah.
R&B artists throw shade because it's still a competition. Like, bitch, I can hit these notes. Bitch, what? You can't get that A flat like me, ho. Let's go.
Speaking of notes, Alicia Keys can't hit notes anymore.
Shit.
I don't know what
I
happened.
don't think she could hit shit in the beginning. She was just a good songwriter.
A great songwriter.
Yeah. Thanks for the correction. Yeah, that's true.
A great songwriter. I mean, she's no Kate Bush or anything, but she was.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, she was just. I think Clyde Davis worked his magic.
Yeah,
and she was decent enough to push a couple of albums. But yeah, I don't think she ever. I mean, not in the sense of Whitney. Like,
well, that's a whole different.
Monica,
that's a whole different.
Mariah, yeah, she wasn't never there. I think she probably could have worked out.
Mariah can't really hit those notes anymore.
Yeah, she can't. Yeah, she's stressed. I think all the way out.
But I think a lot of that has to do with like drugs and alcohol as well.
Or cigarettes. Don't she smoke?
I don't know if she smokes cigarettes. I just know like the way she carries on that maybe a lot has to do with drugs and alcohol. Yeah.
Was anything happened to Whitney couldn't?
Yeah.
And then into her life. Yeah, she couldn't
Rest
really.
in peace.
And Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby Christina.
Yeah, Bobby. You're like Bobby Brown's still alive.
Wishing death. It comes in threes. We only got 2 with Coke now. That was terrible.
That was a terrible show.
Excommunicated from everywhere.
Go straight down after this show.
Yo, I was gonna flip into the whole fan stand thing. I think we went too far away from that. But anyway, I did want to announce that Eminem. Fuck y'all. I'm an Eminem stan. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna say it.
What did he do?
Before the Oscars. I missed it, but it was like 17 years later. The funny thing was not just him rapping and apparently running out of breath. He's an old ass 46-year-old man, October Libra. But like the funny thing with me, I saw a clip, and the funny thing with me was like how offbeat everyone fucking was. It was like,
the people in the crowd like bobbing their head.
Yo, like I know Eminem was not even. First of all, he's not already the most rhythmic person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He got dope beats because of Dre, but even his songs, people kind of complain about his own beats, and I think "Lose Yourself" was one of his beats. But it's like it's bad enough Eminem isn't known for his beats, but to see everybody be off his beat is unbeatable.
That's weird. I played a show in Athens a few weeks ago, Athens, Georgia. Shout out to Athens, dope city, another college town. Reminds me a lot of Tallahassee, actually.
I can see that. Athens and Austin, I kind of figured.
Well, Austin's huge. Yeah. Athens is actually
like the same size.
Yeah, like the same size, but Austin is huge. It's like a metropolis.
Yeah, I wanted to move to Austin because I just thought it was Tallahassee just on like a major level. You know what I'm saying? Like just blown the fuck up. And mainly because I know Austin was famous for his indie rock scene. Well, and Tallahassee was kind of there in the late 90s, early 2000s. So
speaking on the rhythm thing, in Athens, my homegirl, Celine Hayes, she has a song that she starts off with like a soul clap, and she tries to get everybody in the audience involved, right? And I'm like, 2s and 4s, everybody, 2s and 4s, you know, taking my dumb ass trying to tell people how to clap. But 2s and 4s, and I mean, there was like 1s, there was like 1.3s, and like it was terrible. And she just looked at the crowd like, this isn't going to work tonight, is it? No. But shout out to Celine Hayes in Athens, Georgia. But that was a moment that made me think of the Eminem rhythm right there.
I can.
Wow,
I can. Yeah.
It happens. But the funny thing about it is, now I will say that it was about a 50-50 crowd of white people and black people.
Yeah.
The black people weren't even hitting the 2s and 4s in this situation either.
We can't front. I know. Matter of fact, speaking of black people that may not have rhythm, I'm one of them. Like, I can't beat a drum like to save my life, which is crazy because my mom can. My mom can like play drums a little bit, like not professional. She ain't gonna join a rock band anytime. But like we used to go to church, and she would get on the drums if need be. I can't do that. Nope.
I love how we all have some sort of music background in the church. If you were raised in the South, like I even used to sing in the choir before I hit.
No, actually,
like it's
it was the opposite for me. Like I couldn't do anything. I think that's why. Again, like if I would have stayed in the church, I would have been start rapping. Like I can't sing, I can't play an instrument, I can write, and I can read pretty well. That's what it was when I was in church. I'm like, I can't sing like my cousin Linda.
Yeah.
I can't play the drums like my cousin Barry. Maybe I can preach. I'll pick up the mic and just scream at people all day. So, yeah, so much for that. Sorry, Mom. I know you thought you had to preach as...
Oh, man. Shout out to Mama. You notice your son's cursing way more than I am on this thing, so just, say something good for me on Sunday.
Black guilt.
You talk about I'm over here with Catholic. I'm the Catholic guilt, man. Like I could run over a freaking squirrel and I feel like I've crushed the entire world, and I'll think about it for like 3 weeks.
I just have an interesting question.
Okay. I
wonder who has more anxiety, a Catholic or a Pentecostal holiness? Yo.
That's why I quit smoking weed.
Because
of just anxiety. I rarely smoke trees now. I think part of it has to do with like having a kid and responsibilities and being older, but like anxiety now, if I smoke, man, like my whole brain just like collapses.
I thought it was to be the opposite. That's what
it doesn't work that way for me, apparently. Wow. Yeah, man.
I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I've never smoked.
I'm pretty much sober. Every once in a while I have some like warm sake or I have like a vodka pineapple. Those are my like 2 drinks of choices. But yeah, man, like I pretty much have quit smoking weed cold turkey.
Okay. I mean I'm not judgmental in that because I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't look at people like when they you're a scum because you smoke. No, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Now if you pop Molly or smoke crack,
yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Well, no, and I have nothing against smoking weed. Like I spent almost we're getting old, like 20 plus years of my life smoking trees. And it ended up like a year ago, I just started slowing down a whole lot. And then a few months ago, I basically just stopped.
Right.
And I was in like no withdrawals or anything weird. And like a lot more clarity and a lot less anxiety. But the main reason I stopped is because I started freaking out. Like I started like just feeling like your whole world's imploding on you. And like every little thing you do, like, oh man, I'm a terrible husband. And what am I doing as a father? And just everything. Right. And I was like, you know what, man, I don't need them kind of thoughts in my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I admit I've experienced anxiety as of late, but I'm not gonna go into that. That's the reason why I'm not gonna do it. Not today. But I definitely feel you, bro. I definitely feel you. And,
speaking of anxiety, you know what? I feel like people be stealing our Twitter conversations and making hip hop DX articles about it. You remember a couple months ago when we were talking about we were talking about how the Ghetto Boys and Scarface in particular were the first ones to like publicly talk about anxiety and stuff like that. Right. And like they just a week ago they put out a whole article about it. And it's like, man, I swear to be people on the internet just like looking at people's random conversations and seeing what's going on. Like there was nobody in that office thinking about writing that article.
I'm trying to think like
until they saw our conversation.
Low key, I kind of do the same thing. I mean, I do get on Twitter. Like I said, I think I said off the podcast. Like I told Fee, I get on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like research. So she think I'm on Twitter bullshit. And I'm like, nah, I'm trying to see the temperature of...
I be on Twitter bullshit.
Not lies. Oh, because you just gave double hip hop XL goddamn content. But no, like I try to see the temperature or whatever. And so I guess I low key can look at like somebody tweet something and be like, that's an interesting idea. I may talk about that. But not that direct, not like
it was so weird, and that's not the first time I've seen it happen. And like, I'm not saying that like me and Enigma September are like this huge deal on the Twitter. Although we've been on Twitter for almost 12 years now. Both of us, we've been on Twitter since the early stages. It's my favorite social media platform at BigLoHipHop. If you're around, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's like kind of shitty journalists who like follow like profiles and stuff on there, and they'll see like what people are talking about, and they'll have like a slow news week at their publication or whatever, and they'll just like steal shit that we're talking about.
No, I can believe that. Like I believe it. I'm pretty sure it happened.
You know,
like I said, because even I look at certain stuff and be like, okay, that's an interesting topic, whatever. But yeah, honestly, I can't say I attribute it, even if I do. You know what I mean? But typically, I just try to talk about news.
Yeah.
So I don't really go into like topics. But
scrub that thing over there.
I don't really go into like topics.
What? Why are you
keep popping up?
He's sitting right now. Am I that bad?
No, you great. This is dope. No, but I said in the last show, I was like, I'm not gonna have guests, so you guys can see more of me, less of having guests. But what has happened is y'all keep popping up.
Well, I think that, and I need to do this with my own vlog. And we've talked about this personally before, like text message or whatever. But I feel that I want people to be more proactive about like sharing the social media and the podcasts and the vlogs that they're on. Sometimes you get bummed out. Like I'll have somebody on Ill Coffee and it's like, damn, y'all didn't even share the episode. I just took the time to edit this and everything else.
Right.
So I think I'm going to be a little bit more selective on mine, on who I bring on. And I'd rather deal with people that are like, you know what, man, like it was a great opportunity for both of us. Let me at least share the link a few times and like make me seem like I'm at least a little bit grateful for being here.
No, that's the basis of going behind, like kind of killing the whole guest thing.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it's not, I guess not to say appreciated, but the timing, you know what I'm saying? It's times where, and no diss to anybody, because I know there's, things that come up. So this isn't about anybody particularly. And I explained this before. But yeah, it's times where, somebody don't show up or they show up late or whatever. And it's just like, bro, like it's my time. And I'd rather just give people the content. I can rely on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rely on, people saying they're going to do something and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, or they do fall through, we do the episode, but then they don't do any of the follow-up. And then
like it takes 30 seconds to share a link.
Right.
Or put out a tweet or, Facebook post something. You can copy and paste and post it like on all the platforms.
Right.
And it's not going to hurt you any.
And then my thing is too, like I'm providing a service for you to promote yourself. So it's not like you promoting me. You can promote this as one episode. You got to promote all my episodes. Just promote this episode that you on, because you promote yourself. If you ain't gonna promote yourself, then I don't know why you doing this for, bro.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna good content.
Oh man.
It's all good. Screw it. Fuck structure.
We're both content creators. So we're good at this.
We do this. It was dope because you are like, this always happens where, again, I'm giving y'all, there's gonna be again third week in a row. I'm giving y'all like more than an hour of Enigma Sept podcast. But no, usually we with another creator, or when I'm doing this with another creator, yeah, it's always dope conversation, and it's always just we here forever.
Plus, we've known each other 15 plus years.
Right.
Now. That's weird.
We old, bro.
We old.
It's like 15. Don't even get close to childhood. It's like
that's
all grown.
And all grown. And growing as we are grown as well. Because I think that we both been in stages where we will be considered trash human beings,
Yeah.
And we've both seen each other like mature and grow into young men.
Right. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get to pause. We're gonna get into this next track, and then we're gonna come back and finish, I guess, the interview, because we are already giving y'all some of this stuff. So this is Backpack Beatz and UFO Verve. I said it wrong. With Before I Leave, which is on the Before I Leave album that Backpack dropped mid last year. So this is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
If you're at home clapping, clap on the 2s and 4s.
That was dope. Low key. All right, so I'll just take a little break so Pat can know where the end of the song's at.
Word.
And then we're just gonna get back into it. So I'm not playing the song. He cuts it and then adds the song later.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So I just cut time on the live, so we literally will probably be on here for an hour and a half.
All right.
So we're gonna get back into it. All right, and we are back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. It's your boy Enigma September with my man Big Lo in the building.
Hello.
This is what you just heard Before I Leave, Backpack Beatz with UFO Fev. I think I said it on the first time. I know. Matter of fact, he got a new album. A new mixtape he about to drop up in New York doing this thing. I don't know if Backpack gonna be on a new project. Hopefully he is, but yeah, y'all can look out for that if you like that song. So anyway, we're gonna formally get into the Big Lo interview.
Oh. Word.
So how are you, Mr. Lopez?
I'm here. I'm I'm on the road. I was just in Jacksonville last night. Got a show. Duval. It's kind of weird. It was a dope show, but it was weird because it was in an establishment that you're allowed to smoke inside of.
Yeah.
And it's weird when you're like in a cloud of cigarette smoke as you perform. I'm not like a huge fan of that.
Yeah. No.
And like the next morning, like when I woke up this morning, you kind of feel like there's an ashtray in your lungs. It's kind of it's kind of
clothes is all smoky.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. And then tonight I'm here in Tallahassee. Tomorrow I'm in Panama City, and then on Saturday I'm in Pensacola. Just a little 4-day run with my homie C. Shreve. He lives in Boone, North Carolina now. So out of North Carolina, big ups to him and Frida Optimus and his whole crew. So we just, have a little Florida run going on. Tired, missing the family as always, whether I'm gone, for 3 days, like in this instance, or I'm gone for 2-3 weeks, like I normally am when I'm on tour. It's tough and it gets harder every time.
I can imagine, man, because I mean, we both fathers of, little girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And RIP to the, you mentioned this earlier in the news segment, to the little girl got snatched up in, I think in North Carolina.
I heard about that.
Yeah, redhead chick. They found she was dead, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Rest in peace to her and her people. And fuck whoever did that shit.
Yeah, that's whack. And the girl who got ran over on Tennessee Street, like lawfully walking through the crosswalk. And,
walking around Tennessee Street.
Yeah, but she had the thing, and the other girl ran through the red light, and apparently the girl who ran through the red light has like a history of DUIs and like other driving violations, but her folks may have money, and it's
I think they cited her. They didn't even
she didn't even get arrested. Like that's all.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd rather not be able to clap on time and have all that white privilege than the opposite. Bloomberg.
So it's tough, man. Too much death.
Yeah, but besides that, let's talk about the little girl and just remind me that we have daughters.
Yeah.
So how's it? Because she's getting older though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's 6 now. She doesn't smell like a baby. I remember I was telling you about that. I was telling you, she smells like a little adult now. Like sometimes her breath be stinking. Like, yo, you go brush your teeth. Like, yo, go take a bath. Go do something with your life. So, no, it's great. It's awesome watching her grow up. She's where she needs to be with like reading and writing and like that kind of stuff. Like she's like average and on pace with the other students. Yeah. But she's really, really good at math. Like she's a math whiz and like a little genius. So I'm super proud of her about that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, she's really it's also scary, but like for the way that technology is going with like engineering jobs and tech jobs, her mind's where it needs to be in dealing with numbers. And like she's already doing like long addition and log subtraction and multiplication in her head. She doesn't have to use number grids. Like she's 6 fucking years old. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. Like watching that, like, yo, like, and like I said, she's every parent wants to say, oh, my kid's a genius. Like I said, she's about average as far as reading and stuff goes. You know what I'm saying? But she's really, really good with numbers. So that's been like super cool and awesome to watch. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is dope, especially because I mean, even before I think my mom was still pregnant with him. I was like, yo, I need to get over there coding. Because I figured I figure like coding is going to be just something you'll need to know. Not even, I want her to have a big career in it. Like, you just got to know how to code.
Just to get a regular job.
Exactly.
Well, because as more things become automated and stuff like that, like your basic jobs are going to involve tech one way or another. It's not going to be like, yo, I'm getting buggies at Winn-Dixie or whatever. It's gonna be like, no, like I have to program this machine to get the buggies
right.
Winn-Dixie for me. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so now that's dope, bro.
Yeah, so I'm super proud of her. It's tough though. Being away is super tough.
I think because she's getting older, so like her memory is becoming more solidified.
Yeah, so she knows. One of the cool things though about technology and what I do on the road is I make sure that I at least FaceTime her every day, call her on the phone. Like we're in contact every day, whether I'm on tour. That's one of the big things. And then at home, like outside of music, like I have a candy vending thing and I also work in finance, but I'm, blessed to be able to work from home. You know what I'm saying? So I get to spend a lot of quality time with her as a father. And so I'm super blessed to be in that position, but it doesn't make being gone any easier. Right. And we were talking about anxiety earlier, and like it makes it even worse,
Yeah. I mean, me, I'm one of them, I guess you'd say helicopter dads.
Yeah.
Like when Mackenzie's with me, it's hardly ever that she's like far away from me because I get paranoid. Like I'm just afraid. I guess because I almost got a Superman complex. Like I figured if something did happen, I'd at least be there to kind of prevent it. So I'm just afraid of her being too far because I don't want something to happen and I don't know what the world going on.
I think that we may be helicopter parents. I'm not speaking on your situation. I'm thinking of me and Shara with Symphony, and not to the fact where we're like overbearing with her and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think in the way the world is now, and you hear about like all the kidnappings and everything, like I don't. Like when I was young, like my mom would leave me in the car when she went to the grocery store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like we would wander off and do our own thing. And
I told Fee, like I was 12 years old, I would leave the crib. My parents had split. And I would leave the crib, go play basketball at Rudiger.
Yeah.
For like all day. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm Shaq.
And it wasn't a problem.
Be $5.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like she was scared or what were you or whatever, but I couldn't even imagine. I can't imagine Mackenzie walking outside the door.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And not only that, like you can't really, unless like, I could see Symphony hanging out with Mackenzie or some of my close friends back home, like some of my friends' kids, like I don't mind because I know the parents really well and I've known the parents for 10 years. But like if I don't know the parents and like know how the parents are like raising this kid, I don't even really want my daughter around the kid. Or I might know the parents and know they trash people and not want my daughter around
this kid, straight. I love you, bro, but not in that sense. No.
Yeah. Like so so it's crazy. It's weird. I hate to throw my wife under the bus, but my wife has a more vulgar mouth than I do. But Symphony,
really? Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't really curse. It's funny. Yeah, I don't even curse that much. It's funny. Symphony knows, like at home, to not curse. Period. Like I'm not. That's my one. I'm kind of a soft father. But that's like my one word. You're not going to be on that. You're not going to be on that around me. You got to keep that mouth clean. And so like I was just watching this series, or we were just watching this series called Hell on Wheels, which is about like the building of the Transcontinental Railroad or whatever. Yeah. So instead of saying Hell on Wheels, which is still, in the way we were brought up, that's still a swear word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Which some people who are not from the Deep South probably wouldn't understand that being a swear word.
Right. They'd be like, what? But it's like, nah.
Yeah. So it's funny. So like instead of saying Hell on Wheels, Symphony says poop on wheels. Wow. Daddy, are you watching Poop on Wheels? And it's so cute. And I love it. But I love that she knows. Like when I'm gone and I'm not around her and her mother, like I don't know how she be talking. Right. But I know when I'm around,
she knows that ain't with it.
Yeah. So
poop on. Wow.
Yeah, Poop on Wheels. I can't even speak straight. Poop on Wheels. Great show. It was on AMC. It's on Netflix now, but it's
you gonna make me
Common's in it.
I'm a history. What is it? So it's like a movie or is it?
No, it's a show. It's 5 seasons. Common was in it, but it's about the building of the Transcontinental Railroad. So you have like it's just after the Civil War. So you have like the freed slaves and the Asians and the Irish and all these people building the railroad. And it's where it comes from like the East and the West. So you have like the the Central Pacific coming from the West Coast and the Union Pacific coming from the East Coast to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
And
John Henry.
I think they met finally. Yeah, the John Henry story, which there is no John Henry. It's a fable, I think is what they call it. But they meet in the middle, I think in Laramie, Wyoming or some shit like that, is where they finally met. But
I think of Laramie, I think of Matthew Shepard.
So yeah, it's just so cute watching kids and like, you know, the way they carry on too. And then the whole thing, you'll probably notice this in your situation too, the whole thing about like daddy's girls and like mama's boys, that's true too. Like my daughter, like she's 9 times out of 10, she's really, really well behaved for me, and it's all about daddy.
Yeah.
She be going in on her mom sometimes. And it's bad because, you know, I don't like to step in unless I really, really have to, or it gets out of line.
Right.
You know, and then I have to be like, yo, Symphony, you need to calm down, or you know, we got like a 3-strike rule where if like, you know, you keep messing up, like you're not gonna go to Disney with your grandparents this year. If you get 3 strikes, like you're gonna sit here at home and be miserable. So you know, but she's like a little angel for me. I take her out in the city with me and everything. She's so well behaved that I come home and, you know, she be in there like her mother like, just wild.
Get this hell, you know.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yo, that's bug.
Yeah.
I think the main difference, well, not the only difference, the main difference is you guys are in the house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's as far as like the helicopter thing, that's another thing too. It's just like I'll probably be more comfortable. Or at least I would think I'd be more comfortable if she was here like all the time.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not the case. So it's a little still more anxious for me because it's just like I make sure because she go back with a scratch.
Yeah, then you're in a little crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened to my baby?
Oh, that even happens with both of us in our house. I remember one time, like, I was taking a shower and like Symphony's like sitting in the floor in the bathroom. She cut off like some of her bangs. Like, I don't even know how she got the scissors. And now I got to explain to her mom that like she cut off some of her hair and all of a sudden it's my fault. But I'm not the one who physically gave her the scissors.
Right.
I told her to cut the hair, but it is my fault for like
not being there and supervisor.
Yeah. So yeah,
man. Yeah, I will. Actually, it's kind of I can laugh because I still remember watching the episode where you and her pretty much had her on there.
Yeah.
On the El Coffee vlog, y'all doing no 1-on-1. And I guess I can see like because of that, I can see a piece of her personality. So I can kind of see her because she like this gonna I don't want to sound bad.
No,
you're gonna be very mindful. But you can tell she's full of personality.
Oh, tons of it.
Yeah. Like it's like she can run that show herself. Like I can see her having her own little.
Oh my goodness!
So for you to tell me she's doing stuff like that, like in my mind, I'm like, I can see her like, but I just thought it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, man. It's so
it's bug.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's weird, and this will be the last thing I say about my daughter because we could do like a 12-hour episode about Symphony. But no, I had her up at the Moby Cuts. Like my homeboy Moses has a barbershop over in Brownsville, and he's a little bit older than me, but you know he's like a black dude. He uses like the fucking hair dye in his beard and stuff.
The binging.
Yeah, so maybe he looks a little bit younger than me. Yeah, well, either way, we're at the barbershop and she's just throwing me under the bus, and like everybody at the barbershop's just laughing at me and everything, and like they're just eating it up, and I can't even say that. I'm like, man, look at this girl.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it, man. It's some
bullshit, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the guys, he's like a former like Georgia football player, and he was like telling us like, yeah, man, she should have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah. So yeah, you're right. She's full of personality, and she don't hold back. Like especially she know the people, so she know everybody up there.
Yeah, so she mad comfortable.
Yeah, so she mad comfortable, almost too comfortable. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No, I can. Like you can tell, like Mackenzie, she around new people. Like she is mad quiet. She's just trying to peep the scene. But yeah, when she comfortable. Yeah, you see all of it. Yeah.
All of it.
But speaking of the Ill Coffee vlog, because I believe you hadn't started it the last time you was on.
No, I had not.
So now we actually got something. Because I was like, hey, we talked for like an hour and a half the last time. So the hell we gonna talk about this time? So how did the Ill Coffee vlog come about? What makes you create it?
All right, so it was like a number of things. So Cher had been saying like, yo, you need to start a podcast. You need to start a podcast. And I listened to your podcast and I listened to Joe Budden's podcast. Those are the two podcasts I listen to. Those are the only two I'm subscribed to on Spotify. You know,
better than Joe Budden. Yeah, you gotta get help. I do this on my own.
Look, man, you know, with the exception of being married and have a family, I feel like I relate them all a lot.
Yeah, well, you know why?
Yeah,
because he's a Libra. So.
Yeah, and yeah.
Look, let me clarify. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers. We don't really believe into the astronomy crap like that. It's really a running.
King Hale's a Libra as well. She's a Libra.
Shout out King.
Yeah, see,
my dog.
Yeah, we're there's something about us. So I relate them all a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like all of his thoughts, like when he spoke on the Kobe thing, and just on a whole number of situations, like, you know, and a lot of his thoughts may be considered problematic by today's standards.
Yo, it's funny because like they was trying to keep him away from the Wayne joint. Yeah. Like, y'all so wrong.
So, but I agree with Ball on a lot of things. So I relate to him. The relationship between Joe and Rory is just, it's hilarious to me and everything. Like the whole, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And then yours, because you're a fan, and I like keeping up like what local artists. You often have a lot of my friends here on the show and stuff like that. Like, you know, it just, I mean, it sounds like kind of corny, but like hearing your voice kind of makes me like long for Tallahassee sometimes. I miss it here. So it's like, oh man, like I'm just being on 89.7 and just hanging out and getting kicked out the station for cursing and all those days, you know. So like, yeah. So Cher was like, yo, you really need to start a podcast. You have a lot to say. And really, I just talk shit. I don't have really a whole lot to say. Like,
don't trust me. I know. I'm the same.
So I'm like, I can't really do a podcast because it'll end up just sounding like I'm like a fake Joe Budden. It is what I would sound like.
And honestly, like, yeah, that's one of my, not fears, but I do try to, do as much as I can to steer away from either having the same topics or just sounding like, you know what I'm saying, like saying you're too much. Like, even I tell people I started saying you're from I forgot my man's name. I mean, Lord, I forgot my man's name. I'm tripping. It's not even at night, so I can't even blame it at nighttime. But I got it from somebody here local. It wasn't Joe Budden. But when I say it, I think a lot of people think I'm doing it because I'm trying to imitate Joe Budden. I'm like, nah, nigga. Like, Joe cool, but don't get twisted. And then also too, I let it be known, for at least for me, like I started the podcast in 08.
Yeah.
I was already doing it before him. So I'm just saying I get the anxiety of trying to feel like you're trying to be a copycat.
Yeah, exactly. But I enjoy it. So I was like, well, damn, what am I going to talk about? Like, because I have like political thoughts and stuff like that, but it's nothing like, it'd be like preaching to the choir. Because like me and you, like we all pretty much have the same ideas and like my group of friends. So it'd be like, well, what's the really point? I'm gonna have like the same.
So anybody be an echo chamber.
It'd just be an echo chamber. And I was like, you know what? Like, well, maybe I could do like the YouTube thing. So like I shot a video, the Future World video, like two Octobers ago.
Okay.
And like I'm really happy with the video, and it was fun shooting with Kid Dead, the guy who shot it and everything. But I wasn't happy with the editing process. He was in a whole different city, and I was like, man, I really need to learn how to do this stuff myself, so I kind of know what's going on. And now, like, I still do the majority of my work with Sean Yabui. Shout out to him. He does all the editing and that kind of stuff when I do music videos. But I really wanted to learn the process of editing and using cameras and shit like that. So like I would know what's going on, and I felt like that would make me a better artist. So like I accumulated like all this knowledge on like how to use Final Cut, how to like set up your camera, set up your GoPro, set up like using your phone, like all this other kind of stuff. And like I was like, well, and you know, my family keeps saying I need to do a podcast, but I don't really want to do a podcast. So like, why don't I just start a vlog? And so like I started Ill Coffee March, the beginning of March of 1 year anniversary of it.
That came quick.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you know, so I started the vlog and like I didn't really know what I was doing. Like I didn't know what my content was gonna be about. Like most of the time I really just wanted to like clown around with Symphony, to be honest with you. But I noticed like the episodes that are doing best for me is when I was sharing like DIY and like music business, music industry stuff, and people really gravitated towards that, and I was getting me the most watch time. So my niche has kind of become that, and it's kind of become like a tool for other artists, whether you want to like learn how to copyright your music or learn about like performing rights organizations like ASCAP and BMI, or learn how to book your own tour, or learn how to like throwing showcases in your hometown, or you know, budgeting, like all sorts of different like stuff related to the music business and being an independent artist. And I felt like, well, I don't really have the money to give back to the community. I have a family to support and stuff like that. So how can I give back? And, you know, I just, you know, just passing on knowledge. So hopefully like people don't make the same mistakes I did, or take as long to do something with their career that I did, you know?
And the thing is, like, of course, you know what I'm saying, every time you drop, I'm watching, but you doing the DIY joint, like really really reminded me of why I even got into like hip hop journalism.
Yeah.
Because I got tired of the fluff. Like growing up, you know, reading the source, reading later on WXL and, you know, rap pages and all the other stuff. And I got to a point, like, because in the end, I got to a point I wanted to be an MC. And, you know, like, I really wanted to take it seriously, but I realized they were just giving us, like, profile pieces. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this person grew up in Harlem, and he had this, and he had that. Now he's on. Like, fuck that. I want to know who the VP of, you know what I'm saying, A&R at Arista Records. Like, I want to know that information.
Exactly.
It's like the only time you can really get that information is with Billboard. And so part of the reason I got into hip-hop journalism is to get that information, and I wanted to present that information.
Yeah,
like, I wanted to still have like some of the content that the source would present, but then on the flip side, say, look, this is, he just didn't get on because he was just rapping in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like his manager went through this person, manager went through that person, this person did this, that, and the third, and so, or you know, when he record this studio and they do this and they do that. Like, I want to know the engineers. Because you know, I'm one of the people that was reading the liner notes. Yeah, you know what I mean, like I want to know all the background stuff, and so. Moving forward, when I see you, you know, doing the DIY stuff and showing people, you know, at least what you know as far as how to do certain things, as far as booking the show, you know, the show or doing a showcase or going on tour, like to me, like that's why I even got into journalism. You doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why, again, I say, like when I give you props, it's like real shit. Because I appreciate it. The content you provided is the content I think people really need. And I'll say, oddly enough, it kind of, I don't know the phrase, it kind of put the spotlight on me because I'm actually doing the fluff shit. I was like, lately I've been like, man, I'm doing all this damn TMZ ass new shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, no, like the whole thing was to give people real content. That's why I try to get out of the artists that I have on the show. Like, no, give people the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Give them what you're really going through.
And it's a blessing and a curse. And I'm really proud of like the information I'm putting out there and the people that gravitate towards it. But it also is a niche, and there's really nothing on there for shock value. So I haven't really had like a viral video, and it's like really been a growing process for the channel. Yeah. Like we were talking about how to get monetized on YouTube earlier, and like I have the subscribers now, which is dope. Like I'm at like 1,100 and close to 30 subscribers. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed. You know, I appreciate every one of y'all. But it also takes 4,000 hours of watch time before you even get monetized. Yeah. And I'm like around 1,400 hours right now. And it's really a labor of love. Like like I said, I have other hustles. I tour, I make music. Like I said, I have other work that I do to pay bills. And so like this is a labor of love that I'm really doing for the community. And like, I'm not getting anything out of it other than the satisfaction that hopefully it helps a younger artist do better than I did.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
trust me, bro. It's appreciated. You know what I mean? Again, that's why I take the time out, you know what I'm saying, with you and Backpack and try to give you out a shot. I know a lot of people are like, yo, why you shout out Big Lo? But it's like, bro, like you doing what I think is necessary, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if especially if me, the little, I mean, I'm not even close. I think I'm at 100 and I think 147 right now.
Yeah, but you probably got the watch time way up there too because you got longer episodes.
Yeah, longer episodes. Yeah, it's all right. I think I got maybe 1,000.
Yeah, see,
1,000 minutes.
1,000 hours.
1,000 hours. Yeah. I think like 1,000 hours.
So you getting there?
Yeah, but it's yeah. I'm a long way from the followers, or the subscribers rather. But regardless, I just do it for the love. And I figure also too. I mean, I can, as far as monetize, I probably can do it another way before I can get to the subscription. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Patreon, if it's, which I need to get set up. I actually have the Patreon page. I just got to set the shit up.
You know, I've seen Patreon work for some people, whether they're content creators or artists and stuff like that. And then I've seen people fail miserably on Patreon. And and I guess we're moody, but I'm also very sensitive and I'm scared of failure. So I don't want to set up a Patreon. I don't want to set up a Patreon page and not get nothing out of it. Be like, oh man.
Being Libras, we take our time as far as doing stuff because we want to make sure, because we thinkers, you know what I'm saying? You look at stuff and we're like, yo, before I go into something, let me weigh all the options. A lot of people think that we indecisive.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like, no, I'm weighing my options. I want to make sure when I hit this, that I hit it on the head the first time. I ain't trying to spend the energy trying to boom, 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 just hit any and everything. So I get it. That's why I haven't set up my page. I'm just like, make sure I do this right.
Well,
so just doing it.
So that's why I started it. You know, family encouragement and like kind of a disappointing editing process in one music video that forced me to go out and learn how to use
right.
And like I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to edit on my own. I'm gonna learn how to do all this, use cameras and all that kind of stuff on my own. So like I just mix it up with the DIY and the indie music, like music business content, and then I interview my friends every once in a while, and then like for my own enjoyment, like I'll do some travel stuff where I clown around, or I'll do some stuff with Symphony,
the little ghost thing,
or I had a whole fight with the ghosts in the hallway, and like I said, I do it because I get tired of doing the stuff that's more helpful, but I have to do something that's fun for me sometimes too, just to keep my own sanity.
No, I think it's a good mix, and like you said, it can draw different people in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so I appreciate you, bro. I can say
you
proudly, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of your
actually work. Next week's episode, you'll see some highlights from today's Enigma September hour.
Oh yeah. The coffee vlog. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like 10 minutes out of this whole hour and a half conversation we're having.
I'm looking at myself like fat ass motherfucker.
Nah, man.
Nasty. I'm sorry, I don't have the confidence as
no.
Patrice O'Neal. I can just be fat and like when you just hold a mic like this. Fat bitch.
It was hilarious.
Anyway, let's get to these tracks, man. Then we're gonna come back and y'all gonna find out how y'all can get in contact with Big Lo, even though I know we already put it out there. And also to what he has planned for the future. So we got some new shit and we got some old shit. We got Speargun, which is out now, video out. So make sure y'all check that out. And then we're gonna hit y'all with The Saint, one of my favorite joints. So yeah. So this is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
All right. We gotta wrap it up, y'all. What in the make sure. Damn, camera ain't got me looking like I got lazy eye and shit. I don't like this. Y'all see that? Look, I got lazy eye. What the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, they gonna trip. Like when I'm like here, like you can see the darkness right here in my eye, my people right here. So it's just like I got doing the biggie right now. All right, we're gonna get back into it. On the down low, haters down slow. Hey, on the down low, hate the drown slow. Hey, I don't know what the fuck is this on my TV screen.
Oh wow, they got like a whole lyrics. This is funny. I be on that finger flipping, killing shit up in the cut. That's what's up. All these bitches out here tried to gas it up. This is everything I ever wanted. I can't pass it up.
I changed in the year, couldn't napping fast enough. Can I do it like you do it? That's what we asking us. White Benz, black car, black bitch. Better get your blast. Yeah, I'm not Drake.
Man, this shit is hella hard, but we never acting up. Live it up. Hold on to your dream. Don't ever give up.
You know why so many syllables? Because it's fucking logic. That's
yeah. I was wondering, man. Yo.
Can't rap that fast.
Not only that, man.
Fast
He's
rappers.
insufferable. I'm sorry.
He was alright for a minute, but yeah, it's starting to get to a point. I'm just like, yeah. Even I do hate on the people that try to get on the whole train of you rap fast, don't mean you tight. Like, no, that is a skill to rap fast. Now, I'm not saying you don't need substance, but you can't just diss somebody because they simply rapping fast. That takes.
No, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, so I was like,
I can't do it. I'm a slow flow rapper, yes.
Which works wonderfully.
Thank you.
And that's even harder because to rap slow. You gotta have content because you're rapping slow and talking bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
I think it's a different form of musicality altogether.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because rapping fast is really more about rhythm and syllables versus when you slow it down. Like you guys just heard on the Saint and Speargun from Big Lo.
Yeah.
When you slow it down or whatever, you can focus more so on like content.
Yeah.
Bars.
Bars. Well, not just that, just the pockets, the natural pockets in the music itself. And like, I don't know, man, we're from the South. Like, I like Beatz.
Yeah.
I think we had that conversation online the other day. I said, like, if I'm not feeling the beat, it's going to be really hard for me to sit there and like listen to your song. Like, I don't care how incredible your lyrics are. Like, if I'm not feeling the music.
I low key was going to disagree, but when I think about it, yeah, I really can't. Yeah, no, I can't disagree. Somebody come up, if it sounds nasty. I know for me, and I know I may come out bad, especially if I want to be a tastemaker. Like get people out of bail when they just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try to see what their vision is before I kind of put my spell on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I may listen just to see what the fuck you trying to do. But yeah, after a while, I'm just be like, "This trash. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, well, and you work in radio and you work as a tastemaker, so it's kind of your job. You kind of have to a little bit. Like I don't. Like if the music doesn't catch me within 3 seconds, like I'm just gonna to the next song. Like I don't have to. And there's people who might not like what I rap over. Because it's super subjective.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see somebody being like, nah. But if they did say no to your music, like I already know where they at. I'm like, all right, y'all probably want some trap shit. Or, like get the fuck out of here. Because if you listen to it, eventually, like you want to, like, why play like this? It does come off not off-putting. What's the word? It's not popcorn.
No,
it's not pop. It's not pop rap. So it is I think it is a quiet taste.
Yeah,
I think you do have to kind of get into the mode of it to appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not like as grimy as like Griselda and stuff like that, you know, but it's in that similar,
I done
seen some shit and been through some things, so it's in a different mode. It's street rap.
But even with that, like, do you think because especially even though they may be a little bit more grimier, I do think you guys' aesthetics is similar.
Yeah.
So have you seen an uptick, or do you expect to be an uptick because it's going to be more people that's really looking for that sound and you kind of fit in that pocket?
I mean, what's weird is I've noticed like on Spotify and Apple where I can kind of monitor how many people are listening to my music a little bit better than like I don't know how many people listen on Tidal until they pay their quarterly royalties, which they're late. The stereotypes right themselves. Yeah, I mean, so it's like the slow man getting your Tidal royalties takes longer than any of the other services, and y'all can make with that information what you please. But I mean,
Damn.
Yeah. So, but like I have not noticed like on Spotify and stuff over the last year, like my followers and my streams going up. The Saint, the record that you played, got picked up on Shade 45 and stayed in rotation for like almost a year.
Nice.
So like that, I think that's like my most played song on Spotify now. And like that wasn't even a song that we put out as a single. There was no like,
just like
no video,
straight
or whatever.
Organic, like
like so it was completely organic. So it was kind of dope. So I have noticed like that over the last year or two. All those type of things are going up, but at the same time, and maybe because I look good, I'm sexy or something. I don't know, but I've noticed that
tell them, dog.
My demographic has gotten younger, and I've gotten more ladies that are following my music now, which is crazy. And I think that has a lot more to do with like my live show and like the actual like lo-fi, the aesthetic that I bring as a person, more so than the music, which is fine too. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. Like shout out to all the ladies in hip hop who are involved and are bumping my shit now. And shout out to the younger crowd.
Yeah.
And I think that's also, and I know you don't do that and I don't do that, but there's a lot of people of our age that are always hating on younger stuff or hating on different sounds. And that's not me, man. I'm not here to tell people what to listen to or police art. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so off-putting to me. I don't want to be like my parents and telling people, I don't want to be the guy shaking my fist at the sky.
You guys aren't doing it right.
Yeah, so and I think that the younger crowd, like, so even though somebody might listen to, more Juice WRLD or whatever, some of the younger artists, like they're also bumping Big Lo because I'm not being a dickhead about what they're listening to.
Right.
Whereas like some other more traditional rappers and stuff are complete dicks about it. And they're like, yo, there's a lot of stuff that I'll listen to and we listened to growing up that did not age well.
Yeah. And also too, I just look at it like, I just remember our parents like saying that's not real music. And not only that, I can see their point now.
Yeah.
Like I can see coming up listening to Earth, Wind and Fire or listening to Parliament Funkadelic and then seeing like Snoop Dogg just cuss all over those records and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing to this George Clinton shit? You know what I mean? So it's definitely, so I can see how our parents looked at it, but then that's why I appreciate the young people, because it's like, hell, y'all experiment and try to find your own sound. Like, and a lot of times it's dope. You know what I mean? For me, I don't look for a certain. I look for one aesthetic, and that's quality.
No, absolutely.
Like I want to know that you are actually doing something, and you are trying to push whatever you're doing. Like you try to pursue greatness in what you're doing. So it's not exactly how you do it, but or it's not necessarily the method in which you do it, or if you got a DJ in it, or if you cutting, or if you rapping a certain way or whatever. But is this is this dope quality? Like, are you trying to give people the best you can give them? And if I can see that, or if I can feel that, then I'll fuck with it.
Yeah, and then you got to be able to feel the music too.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just the production, the beats and everything. Like music's meant for me, and maybe the way we were brought up or whatever, just being around music, I feel like music's meant to be felt more than it's meant to be heard.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to, you got to feel something when you listen. That's why I can listen to Celia Cruz for 3 days in a row and feel everything that she said. No, that's all my daughter would like. Her taste in music is very different than mine, and I don't judge her for that. I mean, she's 6,
right.
But the one thing that she will listen to me is salsa. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, we got this commonality right here.
We got this commonality right here. So it works out. But yeah, man, I think that's what's helped with the music, is just not being a dickhead about what the younger generation is doing, and kind of evolving my aesthetic over time. And that's helped, draw in a younger and kind of broaden my demographic. So that's what it is. So that, and I think that the Griselda thing is doing well, but it's a blessing to have been active for over like 10 years, of which only probably about a little over 5 years I've taken it serious, because it used to just be like rapping and coming to the station and like, yo, I'm gonna fuck some bitches. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, Excuse me, but that's what it was. Like,
Yeah,
who cares?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I didn't really think nothing of it, and then here we are now.
Yo, and I'm appreciative you being here, bro. Before we get up out of here, because you got a whole show you got to do.
I do.
Do you know, or how can the people get in contact with you?
So the best way to find me is across all social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, at BigLoHipHop. That's BigLoHipHop. I've had those handles for years, and I have not changed them. So yeah, at consistency. So at BigLoHipHop. Specifically Twitter, if you want to communicate with me, you can hit me on there, slide into my DMs on there. I try to be active on Instagram, but I'm not as active as I would like to be. And then it's the same thing on YouTube, BigLoHipHop TV on there, and I'll definitely be in touch with you on YouTube, or just search out Facebook. That's the best way to find me. My official website is just BigLoHipHop.com, but people are going to check out your social media before they check out your official website.
Word. So also too, if you're looking at the YouTube, I'm gonna have all this information in the description below. So y'all make sure to check that out. Podcast, same thing. If you look at the description of the podcast, you'll see his information down there. And y'all make sure y'all look it out. And of course, y'all already know because I shout out my man's every episode. So it is what it is. So really just be able to let y'all know that I'm not fronting. This is the homie. So I appreciate you, bro.
Always.
No doubt, no doubt. So we're going to get up out of here. Man,
I saw how smooth that handshake was. I pride myself on not like being the other white people. I'm the best handshaker.
But you ain't white.
I'm half and half.
Right.
But either way.
What was third
culture kid.
Third culture,
because, so we're the children of immigrants that don't really have like one thing that we can relate to because we weren't raised like in specifically Black American culture or white American culture. It's a whole long thing, but it's an interesting way of being brought up in I think that we're the citizens of the world.
Yeah, I was y'all true Americans, if you will, or at least the ideal of what America think it is.
Yeah. But
motherfuckers.
No, yeah, I pride myself on those handshakes. You can go through my whole vlog and be like, yo, this is one smooth guy.
All right, so we're going to get up out of here, man. Appreciate any and everybody, you know what I'm saying, tuned in. Again, like I said, next week, I got my man, Dakota Rollins, which should be interesting because I've never met Buddy in my life.
Ooh.
So I invited him to my crib. So hopefully I'll learn how to fight within the next 8 days.
Oh, man.
But regardless, you guys hold it down. And that's it. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Thank you for tuning into the Kentucky Derby. All right, everybody tune in on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we out of here. Again, if it's Thursday, show tonight. See y'all there. $5 at the bar. For real, though. I ain't playing. Other than that, we out of here. Peace. Much love to you.